Hi, I'm Ben Harrington from Wrap Digital. Now, on this week's video, we're going to be discussing one of the most important aspects of running a successful online marketing campaign, and that is split testing. Okay, so one of the best ways to have a successful online marketing campaign is to set up something called split testing within your marketing. Now, split testing is when you're trying two different aspects of your advert, your email, whatever it may be, and seeing which one of those performs the best. Let me give you some ideas as to where you might use split testing. Let's say you're doing a form of email marketing for your business. That may be to existing clients, so you send them your weekly blog or newsletter. It may be to people who have signed up for your newsletter or to hear more about your company via your website. You can do a split test where you change the title of the email, so you have two different titles, and you send out those two different emails to half of your list, if you like. So let's say email title A goes to half your list, email title B goes to the other half. You can then see which of those emails got opened the most and which of the people who've opened your emails responded to it the most frequently. So that's a split test. It's seeing which title works the best, so you can use those kind of titles in future for your email marketing. Let's think of another one, something like Google Adwords. Now, if a Google Adwords campaign is properly set up, you should have it whereby the ad group contains two adverts. So if you ever Google something, you'll see these adverts. Ideally, the person running that should have two ads running at the same time that are seen by exactly the same people and that are rotated evenly, where the ads are a little bit different to one another. That might be a slight change in the headline or the actual text below. And what a good AdWord campaign manager should be doing is measuring which of those adverts gets the most clicks and therefore the most people to your website. That's not a difficult thing to measure, but that is split testing when it comes to adverts. Let's say you have a squeeze page on your website. So this is a page that you might be sending people to with the objective being that you want them to contact your business. Changing small aspects of that squeeze page can affect the success of it. It may be that you slightly change the headline. Maybe you have two different squeeze pages where you run different coloured text or change the background image. Whatever it may be, by making those amendments, you can measure which of those changes has been the most successful. Let me give you another example. With image adverts, so let's say you're running an advert on Facebook, you'll see that Facebook have lots of images. The best way to do that successfully is to try two different images and see which of those adverts with which image perform the best, i.e. got the most clicks and made the most inquiries to your business with that particular image. Now let me give you an absolutely critical thing about split testing that you must do, and that is that you should only ever test one thing at a time. So let's take the example of an image advert on Facebook. You've probably seen them. You'll have the text, you'll have the image, and you'll have the headline. You'll have a few other bits that you can test as well, but what you would typically do to do a split test is change one thing. So change the picture, or change the headline, or change the text, or the audience, or the age, whatever it may be, but only ever change one thing at a time. Don't change the image and the headline and the text, because you won't know which of those changes you've made has had the greatest effect. You also need to give whatever you're testing enough time to see which is the most successful. There's no point in trying an AdWord campaign where you try a couple of adverts, you rotate them, and after a day you think, okay, that's ready, that's the winner, because it will take time in the cycle of marketing to establish which is the most successful. But if you can do split testing well, it will give you a much better idea as to what's more successful with your online marketing. The reason why you do this is something that I'm always going on about. It's a really fundamental part of marketing. You don't necessarily know what people responding to your marketing think or believe or will act on. You can make educated guesses, this is the headline for me, this is the advert that I think will be the most successful. But until you test those two principles, you'll never know. And often you'll be taken by surprise, and the successful advert will not necessarily be the one that you thought of. So that is split testing. It's a way of measuring your marketing, enabling you to be more successful and to help grow your business. Now, I hope you found that useful. If you have, please leave a comment in the box below. You can call me on my number that comes up at the end, or you can email me if you have any further questions. Happy for you to share this with anyone that you might think find the content useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.